Hi, it's Mary Beth. I wanted to show you how to put texture down on a background using a stencil. So here's a little 4x4 stencil, and I've just got a piece of watercolor paper. So I lay the stencil down, and then I've got my texture, which there's tons of acrylic texture mediums on the market. Today I'm using this Paper Artsy grunge paste. It dries down really matte and porous. All you do is get a palette knife and smooth this across the texture medium across the top of the stencil. I typically do it about to the height of the stencil so that I can then see the stencil through it. And that's going to give me enough texture to play and develop some interesting effects going forward. You know how I don't wash my stencils, or I talk about it like I don't wash them. Well, this is a time when you do want to wash a stencil, because this texture medium will dry down like concrete on your stencil if you don't wash it. So I'm going to pull the stencil up right now. And the stencil was dirty with acrylic paint, but you can see you've got a nice layer of texture there. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and use a baby wipe and a paper towel and just wipe this off. You could also just put it in a little dish of water, a little pail of water, and clean it off that way. So there we go, it's clean now. And I'll set it to the side. I have already previously done one, and it is ready and dry. So now I'll show you what you can do with these. So here's another one that I made. And you can do tons of things with it. You could just go ahead and paint as usual on top of this. But one thing I think is kind of fun is to take advantage of that texture and use like a StazOn ink, and you can get this fantastic little dry rub, kind of dry brushing effect on top of it, which is great. Then you could proceed and just paint or do anything else that you want. Or you could just drizzle some ink on here. There's so many things to do, and I'm sure you will come up with a ton of ideas on your own, but I just thought I would give you a few of these. And then all you do is spritz that down, and the ink will move around your texture in different places. So I think that's a nice thing to do with it. Look how it goes down in those parts around the stencil texture. And you know, I love some orange and pink together, don't you? Well, I hope you enjoyed this quick take of another stencil technique, and you can add this to your toolbox. Thank you for watching.